Should I? There we go. Good
I
morning,
could have
everybody.
finished my story.
You could have, but then people would have got the last part of it. I don't understand that joke. Yeah. All right. This is Ed Parcaut. We're here with Mike Kelly, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily. And again, on Thursdays, we're a little bit later because of Rotary.
Woohoo! Back after a 2-week break. It was kind of fun.
2-week break. We were in here all week.
No.
Today's Thursday.
Rotary.
Oh, gotcha.
Rotary. We were dark for 2 weeks.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So today's news was the CPI, Consumer Price Index for December, comes out at 5:30 our time this morning. Getting ready for Rotary, I see that we're up 0.1% versus what they expected. They expected a 0.2% month over month. We came in at 0.3, which was hotter. The year over year came in hotter also. So increased from 3.1% to 3.4%.
Good morning, Jason.
But a big part of all that was because of, the low comparison of last year, which is, we're going to improve going forward.
Right.
But all they care about really is a core rate. And the core rate declined from 4% to 3.9% year over year. So when they take out the hot, the transportation, all those things that are in their energy costs and gasoline, that kind of stuff,
fuel,
that's why it went down some. So that's why it didn't. At first, the market was like, what are we going to do?
There's more inflation.
It's horrible. It's the bond, So right now we're actually up 12 basis points compared to this morning. We were up hardly anything, and the 10-year is up a little bit, so it's at 4.0377. If you remember, we've been down to about 380 or so on this a while back. And that's why I explained to people, just because you hear rates are lower doesn't mean
overnight
they're
rates.
Still no. Let me finish.
Okay.
We're not talking about Fed. Just because you hear that mortgage rates are lower and we went down to say 6.625, I almost said 3, doesn't mean they're still there. As each report comes out each week, each day, it can either be good for it and give it a little bit, or it could be bad for it and take a little bit away. And that's what we've done over the past week or so, is we've seen numbers come out saying, okay, the inflation's a little bit stickier than we thought. And I say, no, we have a president who has sticky fingers and he wants to spend all the money that they possibly can, and everybody else. And I can't say it's really him, because I don't know if he really knows that he's doing it.
His administration needs to launder some money. So,
all right, we just lost all our.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter, but I got to say what I wanted to say. The other thing is, you got to hedge your bets as an investor. You got to hedge your bets because everything's so volatile. You need some stability before you can say, oh yeah, we're going to lower the rates down to 5.5 or 5.25.
Are you talking about the Fed?
No.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Fed.
Okay. I was like, because the Fed's not going to do anything.
Right.
Everybody thought we're going to have 6 reductions next year. And I talked to clients like, I hear we're going to get to 4% next year, end of the year.
Where'd they hear that?
Maybe on
the front side?
Maybe on the prime rate, but I doubt it, because, we still have a problem. We spent so much money and still want to spend so much money. Not we, but the government, who thinks it is. And it's just like our government here in California. We talked about this before. We lost the 1%ers who pay 45%.
150,000. Yeah. 150,000 of them.
Right. Who pay 45% of the taxable take-in that they are expecting to have.
Right.
And that means next year, instead of $68 billion in the hole, we're going to be $168 billion in the hole. And they're going to go, how do we get this money? We're going to raise taxes. No, why don't we cut spending?
Yeah. Yeah. How about don't provide healthcare for all the illegal aliens that are coming in, or what you say is the people who migrate not through the proper. Yes, it takes too long channels, but the proper channels.
I told somebody yesterday that it's if you put them all together, it's the 7th largest state. He's like, I didn't know it was that many. Yes, that's how much have come across our border. And just think about, they only catch so many of them. How much drugs are coming across? How many Al-Qaeda members and all those other people are coming across? I'm not trying to make a conspiracy theory, but think about it.
Well,
we were attacked once. Who's to say that they can't? Oh, look, let's get them in there just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jobless claims also came in today, which is every Thursday, right?
Right.
And it was stable at a low 202,000, which is very low figure because of the holidays and all that stuff. So we'll start looking at it next week and the week after to see really where that's going on. Continuing claims continue to receive benefits after their first claim. That fell 34,000. That just meant they probably just didn't go get their claim because they didn't want to get out of their house in their pajamas.
Yeah, they were doing Halo 2 or something.
So that was at 1.83 million. But the biggest thing out there, and I heard this on another podcast I was on, the guy was telling me that there are 35% of the people who could work are not going to work. They're just going to stay home.
Yeah.
They're not working.
It's easy. Staying home is pretty easy.
Is it?
Well, I think so.
Okay.
Every time I do, I sit there and think, wow, this is easy.
I didn't even know you were home.
Yeah.
That's the time I hear you everywhere.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, I mean, those are the two numbers today. So, and we got PPI tomorrow, Producer Price Index. That's on the producer list. So, consumer is what does egg cost you? What does groceries cost you? What is oil? The stuff that we use as consumers.
Right.
Tomorrow will be the producers of things. What did they see inflation, and let's see where that number is.
Something we talked about the other day, and that was the numbers for Wednesday for Stanislaus County. We talked about closed escrows. We didn't talk about new active listings
Were they up?
that are still current. No, way down. 200. I want to say 276 listings, properties for sale in the Metro List MLS in all of Stanislaus County. That's not a lot of listings.
Well, and that's why our numbers are down.
Exactly.
If you don't have something to sell.
Yeah.
And
it's fairly traditional for December.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's that book that was written about how to tell, how to lie with statistics. And it's easy to lie with these and say, we're in a trouble because houses are down. Selling is down. That means the market's down. No, it's not down.
Not down.
Values are up.
Right.
There's just limited inventory. That's why it keeps going. If we had 2006 inventory, we would be in trouble.
Then the prices would be down.
Yeah.
But inventory is slight, as we continue to echo week after week after week. Prices are stable, and if you're priced correctly, they're growing.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
So it's a perfect time to buy. It's still the least expensive home you buy probably in the next 6 months.
Correct. And you need to get into it now. And I don't want to beat this today, which kind of a short meeting because we only had a little bit to talk about.
Right. And you got other things, huh?
No, I only care about this. There's nothing else going on.
Nothing else in the world.
So we'll be back tomorrow. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And Mike, thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. I said a few things.
All right, everybody, make it a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.